This is the ever famous video that every creator makes once they get monetized. How much YouTube paid me after 30 days of monetization, how much I made after getting to 1,000 subscribers and getting monetized. So in this video, I'm gonna tell you guys how much money YouTube paid me from the YouTube partnership program, basically once I got monetized. I'm also gonna tell you a little bit about how I got started on YouTube, why I got started on YouTube, and we're gonna dive into my YouTube studio dashboard, which is gonna be really interesting. You're gonna see a lot. I'm pretty much gonna open up everything. Usually you don't see this kind of information. People usually give you a little screenshot or something like that, but I'm just gonna scroll through, just like move around, show you pretty much everything in my dashboard. So you're gonna see click-through rates, right? Viewer duration, and we're gonna talk about how effective thumbnails are and titles, and you're really gonna get a lot of nuggets of information. You're gonna learn a lot. So if you're trying to do YouTube, this is gonna be a very awesome video. We're gonna do that towards the end, and I'm gonna reveal how much YouTube paid me pretty much for the last month, because I got monetized about a month ago, and yeah, it's gonna be really exciting. The way I got started on YouTube is that I've always wanted to do a YouTube channel for as long as I can remember, but I never felt confident enough. I never felt like I had enough value to offer. I just didn't know how to start. One day I was listening to my favorite podcast, shout out to Steve. He was talking to somebody and he basically said this. He said, the bar is very low to doing a YouTube channel. So you can take that as a good thing or a bad thing, but I felt like, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. So that moment when he said that it doesn't necessarily require that much skill or talent or expertise, that's when I decided to just be like, hey, I'm gonna do this. So that's how I started. I made my first video. You guys can pretty much go back and see how cringe my first video was, and pretty much probably all my videos. But I started, I think it was October of 2022. So it's been at least a year and a couple of months that I've been doing YouTube. And I didn't really overthink it. I didn't plan any kind of big, like complex video or anything like that. I just started small. I just started doing basic stuff, short videos, just me trying to get on camera, just trying to make content. I would put out maybe 2-3 videos a week at this point, because I was just trying to grow my channel and just trying to learn and get better at making videos. But again, I didn't overcomplicate the process. I just tried to make videos, get more comfortable on camera, kind of figure out what I wanted to talk about. Going back a little bit, as I said, I always wanted to do a YouTube channel, and I never really knew what I would want to talk about. I never thought I had much value to offer. I realized that I do a bunch of different businesses. I do online businesses, e-commerce, drop shipping, Etsy, Amazon. I also do equipment rental businesses and other service businesses. And I thought like, hey, I could share this information. I'm not like the best at it. I'm not like some kind of guru or anything like that. I'm not a billionaire, but I have a lot of information and a lot of experience that I can share with people that I think will definitely be helpful. So I started creating videos about drop shipping and e-commerce, Amazon, Etsy, because that's what I was doing at the time. I had a lot of information to share about these businesses. And I realized that I sort of entered a market that was very, very saturated. So there were actually a ton of videos about this topic. And this topic was sort of very popular like a few years ago, and I was pretty much at the tail end of it. And I wasn't thinking that way. I just wanted to offer value and share information that I think is actually very good information compared to a lot of stuff that's out there. But I realized that if you're entering a very saturated niche, you're gonna have a hard time getting your videos noticed, because there's just too much competition. And pretty much a lot of what YouTube is about competition. It's kind of like a search engine. So if there's a lot of videos on a topic, it's gonna be really hard for you to stand out. And that's basically kind of what happened with dropshipping. And even though I will still put out videos about this topic, because I think it's great, I think there's a lot of value there, I can offer a lot of value on the topic, I think it's a great business to get into, it's definitely struggling to stand out and be noticed, just because there's just so many videos about it. Then I started putting out videos about equipment rentals, the equipment rentals business, because that's a business that I'm in, and I'm also working on several other similar businesses and, service businesses and other stuff like that. And these videos are actually doing a lot better. And in my opinion, I think they're doing better because, first of all, there's not that much competition. There's not that many people making these videos. So it's a lot easier for me to stand out. I don't think the demographic, I don't think that there's that many people watching and searching for these types of videos, but the ones that are very interested in the topic, and it's not that hard to stand out, like I said, because there's just not that much competition. So here's something to think about also. When you're creating a channel, figuring out what kind of niche you want to get into is very important. And as you can see from what I told you, I'm kind of doing two different topics, right? I'm doing making money online and e-commerce and dropshipping, and then I'm also doing equipment rental business and service businesses, like local businesses and stuff like that. So if you really think about it, these are sort of two different demographics. Usually people stick to one or the other. Myself, I like to do pretty much everything. I like online, I like, local service businesses. I sort of do all of it and I enjoy all of it. But usually people tend to stick to one or the other. It's probably not a great thing that I'm doing these two topics on my channel because I'm sort of splitting my audiences, because this audience may not like or care about this information and vice versa. So generally my suggestion would be to kind of stick to one topic, at least until you build an audience where then you can sort of experiment. So as you will shortly see when I show you my YouTube dashboard and reveal how much YouTube finally paid me, you will see that I pretty much grew steadily. I didn't have any breakout videos, nothing really went viral. It's a pretty steady growth. I did have, I would say, two events that kind of boosted me a little bit. So one of them was January 2023, a couple of months into me doing YouTube. I did a video about COVID, about how I got COVID. And I kind of knew that it was a trending topic because at that time they were talking about some new variant coming out. So I knew a lot of people would be interested in this. And I kind of just did a random video about how I got COVID and my experience with it. And as I expected, that video sort of, on a small scale, blew up, as they say, right? And it didn't get necessarily that many views or anything like that, but it was pretty popular. It definitely got me a good amount of watch hours and maybe like 100 subscribers or something like that. But it definitely helped me get to my monetization goal, right? And the monetization criteria is getting to 1,000 subscribers, and you also need 4,000 watch hours. And I pretty much got there both at like the same time. So it worked out pretty well. Later on, I also did a podcast about my equipment rental business, and shout out to Nick. That kind of helped me get a bit more traction. A lot of people found that podcast episode interesting. They reached out to me, mentioned my YouTube channel on the podcast, so that also helped me a lot. But other than that, it's just been steady grinding, just putting out videos consistently and growing from there. So I finally hit my goal of monetization, and that was, I think, December 5th, 2023. So it was pretty much a month ago, and I reached my 1,000 subscribers. I had just a little over 4,000 watch hours, and I applied to the YouTube partner program. I got accepted right away, and I finally monetized my channel. So that was sort of a goal of mine. I wanted to get to this point, and it finally happened after a year and like a couple of months. Definitely some grinding going on, and now I'm gonna show you guys. We're gonna dive into my YouTube dashboard, and you're gonna see some interesting information, the click-through rates and the viewer duration, and we're gonna kind of dissect it a little bit, see if we can figure out what's gonna help you guys grow your channel and make your videos blow up. And yeah, let's get right into it. All right, drum roll everybody. Let's see how much YouTube paid me for the last month, pretty much. Bam, look at that right there, 15 bucks. 15 bucks is how much they pretty much paid me for the last month. All right, so I'm gonna go to 90 days just to make sure, because it's a little bit over It's like whatever, 35 days, but you get the gist of it. So here's when I started. December 5th is when I started to actually get some money. 7 cents. Amazing. Okay. Then as you can see, it goes sort of up and down. My biggest day was right there, $1.06 on Saturday, December 16th. So it's about 50 cents a day. Did I think I was gonna only make 50 cents a day when I got monetized? No, I thought it was gonna be more. But this is what I have been making. And it's from the 5th to January 8th. So whatever it is, about 35 days. And I earned in total $18.81. So let's see some analytics. Let's look at some click-through rates. I'll show you some of my popular videos and how they're doing, where I'm getting most of this cash right here. Let's see. So let's go back to my dashboard. So this is where I'm at right now. This is my latest video. By the way, guys, I just made a video about how I was on The Price is Right. Pretty random, but I thought some people would enjoy it. So there you go, if you're interested in that. And we got 500 views so far. I think I posted it like 2-3 days ago. Let me see what's happening here. Video analytics. So I got some views right there. All right, let's look at this right here. It's a 20-minute video. Average view duration is about 3 minutes. Average percentage viewed is 15%. So that's super low. Look at that drop off. That's very low, but the good thing is that the few people that stick around kind of like watch the whole video. So I'm not sure how YouTube judges that. And then you have my reach, pretty good amount of impressions, but probably not that many people interested. So let's look at a couple of my most popular videos, and then let's see how those are doing. So let's go here. So generally, like I said earlier, my equipment rental business videos do the best. They, a few of these do about, 40 to 80 views a day, depending on the day. So let's see that, let's go to this one. Let's go to analytics. How to equipment rental business. One of my most popular videos. Let me see. I don't remember when I posted it. It's been a while, but okay. So I have 13,000 views, 82 watch hours. Let's see how that goes. Subscribers. So this one's getting me a good amount of subscribers. Estimated revenue $3.56 for all this time. So we'll see. Hopefully that improves. Average view duration 3 minutes out of a 7.5 minute video. 41% average percentage viewed. So it's pretty good. The drop off isn't that bad, because honestly, I've seen big channels, creators that have a ton of subscribers, like millions, and their metrics are like not that good either. They're like pretty low. They drop off like very low, and it's not that they have really high click-through rates either. It's kind of like the same thing. So I honestly don't know exactly what will make your videos hit, right? So here we go. Some of my most popular videos. Average view duration 47. This one's 41. This is a short. It's 94. 35, 33. So there you go, guys. Let me see if I could find a drop shipping video winning, kind of like this one right here. Let me see, winning drop shipping products. Let's see the analytics for this one. So as you can see, it kind of tries to get there and then it dies out because it's just really hard to compete in a very saturated niche and not much you can do about it. Here's my metrics right here. It's almost a 6-minute video, 2-minute average view duration, 36.6% average percentage viewed. So this is not that bad. Like I said, some really big creators, this doesn't look even as good, but they do well. So it's really hard to know what the YouTube algorithm is really looking for. You kind of have to create good videos. And as I said earlier, the niche and the competition is a big deal. So if you are in a very competitive niche, you might have a hard time standing out. So if that's, if you're thinking of how you're going to get into this, again, I say don't necessarily not do what you want to do, but always think about the niche and the competition, how much content there really is and how competitive you will be. If you can make better content than everyone else, eventually you'll start to stand out. Let me show you a few, let me see, like some click-through rates, because I know everyone always wants to see that. So here's a video right here. Let's go to analytics. It's one of my more popular videos, right? 6,000 views, $3.84 the last month, not bad. So it's a 5-minute video, average view duration a little more than 2 minutes, 45.5 average percentage viewed. Not that bad. It's pretty good. People definitely like this topic. So let's go to reach. That's the click-through rate. So it's actually, I would say, on the high side. Generally, I see people have videos with like 3% click-through rate, and it fluctuates, but I guess this is kind of high in my opinion. Let's see what else we got. Let me go to analytics again. Let's go to a couple of other videos. Let's see, what do you guys want to see? Let's try this one right here. Okay, not terrible. Okay, 8% click-through rate, up and down. So that's not that bad. And you would expect this video to possibly do better. These numbers are not that bad. That's a pretty good viewer retention in my opinion. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video, guys. I showed you my YouTube dashboard. Maybe I missed some things. There's just so many numbers there. I tried to show you pretty much everything. I revealed my whole back end, my whole channel, everything behind the scenes. Definitely ask me a question, drop a comment below. I'll definitely answer it. Let me know what you think about my YouTube metrics. Let me know about your YouTube journey. Let me know what inspires you, what you want to do with YouTube, right? What kind of channel you want to create, and hopefully we can share that information, and maybe I can help you in some way, or you can even help me. So if you don't mind, you can definitely subscribe to the channel. Give me a like if you want to see more videos about how to start a business, how to grow a business, about e-commerce and drop shipping and Amazon and equipment rental business and similar types of businesses. Definitely check out my other videos, and I'll see you guys next time.